Sylvester Taylor,
And when and where were you born?
Idabel, Oklahoma, May 18th, 1930.
What's some of the most important lessons that you've learned so far?
Really just being casual and nice to people, the best I can. I don't have no problem there. But other than that, spend some time in the service in the Army, combat medic. And played basketball in high school, had a scholarship to San Diego State for a basketball scholarship. And just worked all my life, nothing special. Nothing special, just try to keep out of trouble and mind my own business and let other people mind theirs, Other than that,
If you could go back to any age, what age would you pick?
When I got out of service, that was the age where I was really locked into life, locked into doing things, and my contractor license put me in a good relationship with a lot of good people. I had a lot of good friends in the construction business, white and black, and Mexican, So, and then I had a lot of friends and a lot of good workers in the Mexican people. Very few blacks wanted to do anything constructive. They always want to take a shortcut, and I didn't like it. I wouldn't allow it, So, but other than that, my life has been pretty simple. Nothing extraordinary. I was lucky to go through the service and not get hurt, because Korea was a pretty nasty place to be at that time. And come back to the United States and had to deal with all this color barrier stuff, and it's kind of disgusting, really, to be honest with you. Whites wanted to do things one way, the blacks wanted to do things another way, and instead of them sitting down and talking about what's got to be done for everybody, including the kids, which is the most important thing, that includes you coming up. You can't raise a family on dissension. Both of the parents got to be on the same wavelength, and a lot of times that don't happen when you got problems, racial problems. Black men have really taken over the sports world, and it's good in one sense and bad in another sense. Instead of people working together and doing things that's going to benefit the kids. That's the important thing, is the little ones that you can't neglect them, because if you do, they're going to turn the world upside down. Because of the things they got to do, the things they can work with nowadays, the technical things, the way you can get rid of a lot of people and not knowing what you're doing and doing it wrong. Kids has come a long ways. They're learning to turn the things around. Most of them are. And but like I say, that depends on their family, their upbringing, and parents, brothers and sisters. But other than that, I've had a good life. I don't have no problems. I don't have no complaints. Only thing I didn't like a career deal, and it was just backwards. Should have never happened, but it happened, and what else you gonna do? If Uncle Sam say you gotta go to war, you gotta go to war. If you're a citizen of the United States, you gotta obey the laws and do what's right, and that's going to the service and serving your time like everybody else. Nobody wants to get killed. Nobody wants to get killed. Very few people say, "Oh, just shoot me, I'm okay." No, don't happen like that. Don't happen like that. But other than that, I met a nice family. Marv, I had a great relationship with her. Other than a few ups and downs like normal families had, it's not serious. Other than that, I'm fine.
How have your dreams and goals changed throughout life?
Well, I never dreamed about having too much or doing too much, but my dream was to have a family, and that really didn't happen the way I thought it was going to happen. My dad and my stepmother were at each other's throat all the time. My real mother passed away when I was young. I was less than a teenager when she passed away. And from working, going and cleaning up houses for people that, and they paid her money, but it killed her. It was pneumonia. Put her to death. Other than that, she did what she had to do. My dad didn't take care of me. My grandmother and my mother took care of me. My brother and me, both of us. So, no, I expect you don't get any more out of life than you put in it. If you're no good SOB, then that's what you're going to end up being. I treat people the way I want to be treated. People have to learn how to live a better life instead of a vicious life. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, I'm fine.
Who has made the biggest impact on your life?
That's a good question. I would say my high school basketball coach, Bud Doolin. I was the only black in high school on the basketball team, and we won 2 state championships, 51 games in a row, and he took care of me. Give me the right advice. And my assistant basketball coach, Mr. White, nice to me too. My biology teacher was nice to me in high school. My basketball coach and physical education teacher at Elmer Carrier was a good person in my life. Really good, He had a son and a daughter who was younger than me, and I took care of them sometime for him when they went out of town and babysit. But I'd say my junior high school teachers and my high school coach, the one that influenced me more than anybody else. Then I had in service, I had some down-to-earth people, that didn't tell you didn't do something stupid. And I went through the Korean War without a scratch. 22 years in the service in Korea. Combat medic. Pull them out, drag them out, patch them up, send them back up. Terrible. Leg shut off, arms shut off, eyes punched out. You know, horrible.
What's your favorite memory?
Favorite memory? Favorite memory would be my brother taking care of me mostly. My big brother was 2 years older than me. He looked after me, and that's what I miss mostly, with, you know, by him. But other than that, my favorite memory is just living a good life. You know, doing what I wanted to do. Love to play poker. Love to do anything for gambling is concerned. I was good at it. I cheated too. But no, I've had a good life. I don't have any complaints or about anything. I'm 100% better off than a lot of people I see, and a lot of my friends, a lot of my best friends in junior high school, grade school, college, and high school. I had good friends. I mean, still got good friends. And just living a life.